Amazing grace. It's closer than you think. Day 154. We're going to show you the amazing grace that is closer than your next breath. Here we go. So, namaste, welcome everyone. This is day number 154 of 365, A Life of Bliss 365. One quote every day from the book A Life of Bliss, the Living Transmission, channeled through this one from our dear non-physical friends and teachers, AnandA, here to assist us, humanity, in remembering who we are and why we are here. And today we're talking about amazing grace. It's closer than you think. And it's continuing this theme. So on day 154, 155, 156, there's a following on of a theme here, and so it may be beneficial for you if you're watching this video now on replay to go back and look at 152, 153, because it's this theme of miracles and this theme of coming back to the body, this theme of coming back to the simplicity of spirit, and the miraculousness of what we take for granted. So amazing grace is closer than you think. Okay, let's get right into the quote for day number 154. We are offering a way now to take this expanded awareness, to take this absolute viewpoint and bring it into a very real, a very practical application. We invite you now to move any part of your body with your will. We invite you to notice that it happens. Yet, if you were to look deeper, if you were to look below the surface, if you were able to see from an expanded viewpoint all of the mechanisms that are involved for that physical change of the slightest movement of your finger, you would be amazed. You would be amazing grace. You would be in gratitude for every experience this physicalized reality can give you. What can be more practical than that? What can be more applicable than that? When you now can bring this gratitude, this awareness, to all of the experiences of life, including those that you judge bad or negative or fearful, and those that you judge as joyful, expansive, and beautiful. Just contemplate now how the joy of your being and the gift of this physicalized reality would be. Contemplate this. And so as the rain starts to blow down we are just, it's amazing. The videos that I do in the morning are so linked and so connected, and so we are somewhere, and my wife and my son, the rain is just blowing down, and they're going to probably come in and join us here. And this is the video that I did this morning. I don't read these quotes before I do the morning video, so if you don't know, I'm doing sessions in the morning, sunrise sessions in the morning, and it's amazing how the themes of the day and the themes of what we're sharing coincide. And so amazing grace. So what this contemplation is bringing us and sharing with us here is to see that, like, the things that we take for absolute granted, when looked at from a broader perspective, if we could see everything, if you can see what I can see, we can see in the mirror. My wife getting absolutely soaked with rain and balloons. We're at a kid's birthday party, and I came out to do this video, and the rain is dropping. So I'm glad they're getting into another car and not getting soaked for me to do my live video. Thank you, AnandA. Thank you, God. Thank you, amazing grace. But what they're sharing in this contemplation is that what we take for granted in the smallest thing, and I don't know if this chapter goes into it, but there's so much more that goes into the thought that I'm moving my finger, and when did this begin? When did the thought when did the movement begin? But in this case, is making it very practical, very simple, and saying that this simple movement that we just take for granted, if we were able to see everything that is involved in that, if we were able to see everything that surrounds that, wow, the rain's really coming down here, we would be amazed. This, take for granted. If we could see below the surface, but also look from an expanded viewpoint, we would see like a cacophony and a miraculous like whole sequence that led to this simple thing that we call moving a body part, moving our body. And then so what it is, it's bringing us the idea to really bring this idea of this gratitude into our life and see that all what we call small things, all the things that we take for granted, are actually amazing. Our grace in action, they're amazing grace. It's within you, like your heart beating is amazing grace. The the sun rising is amazing grace. The workings of the body, everything is amazing grace. Your breath is amazing grace. It's closer than we think because it literally is who we are. And our bodies and our being and our experiences are ways in which we can experience this amazing grace, or in the terms of the video this morning, this like experience the happiness we are, the bliss that we are. Our bodies and the world and this expression is the way we get to see divinity. Yet we take most of it for granted. And we call some of it good and some of it bad. And what was it? And including what you judge as negative or fearful, and those you judge as joyful, expansive, and beautiful. And so we compartmentalize. So this is good and this is bad. This I like and this I don't like. This I like a little bit more and this I like a little bit less. And so all of these things are ways in which we are limiting the limitless. The way in which we are not seeing the amazingness of the grace within us, the grace we are, the grace that is here. So this is the contemplation for day number 154, and I want to just leave it there quickly so that my wife and son, the rain has stopped. Just literally, it rained for pretty much the whole live. That's funny. So let's leave the contemplation there for today as we drop into our sacred silence, and as we allow what is to be what is as what is. Okay, so I'm gonna have to finish this live stream with a rainbow. Did you see the rainbow? I'm gonna see the rainbow now. We're just coming out. Still not finished. So when it was raining. Oh, it's beautiful. So that's a good way to finish this live. A little meditation. I was trying to get the rainbow this morning. But here we go. So this is the contemplation for day number 154. Is it on there? Or is it, you can just about see it.